Okay, so hi there everyone. I'd just like to let you know a bit about sleep, rest and energy, what I've learned over the course of the last 10 years, taught countless students meditation, mindfulness, resilience. Sleep comes up a lot. I've done a lot of training in this area and I've learned a lot about it. So what I'd like to do is explain a bit about sleep, about the relevance of sleep, rest and energy, and what's different about the course that will give you what you need in that area. So first of all, the purpose of sleep is to get rest and energy, and that's the measure. That's how we want to know whether our sleep's quality is successful or not. Now, the thing is it isn't just about getting a good night's sleep. If we can use these practices to give us the energy that we need and the rest that we need, in addition to a night's sleep, then what that does is a wonderful thing. It reduces the pressure on us to get to sleep. So when I speak to people, the main reason that people find it difficult to get to sleep is because they're finding it difficult to get to sleep. So you get this negative feedback loop. What happens is the mind has this need for sleep. I've got to get to sleep because I've got to get to work. I've got to stay on the ball. I feel groggy during the day, brain fog, etc., etc. And so what that means is it creates a kind of paradox where your need to get to sleep is creating this mental turmoil when you try to get to sleep, which stops you from getting to sleep. So there's a whole bundle of ways out of that related to meditation. We just sidestep that paradox. And here's one of them. What this is being able to recover our energy during the day. So it's a kind of foundation of the training that I do. There's two things really. One is helping people to sidestep the paradox actually while they're trying to get to sleep. And the other is helping them to sidestep the paradox by giving them a way to recover their energy so that the pressure on sleep is reduced, and then it becomes less of a problem. This thing, I call it the Genesis effect. And what the Genesis effect is, God said to Adam and Eve, do whatever you want, just don't eat that apple. And of course they did. So why? And the reason for that is because it became elevated in their mind. It's something negative. It's something you mustn't do. And, staying up late, not being able to get to sleep, that's something you mustn't do. And so what it does is it preys on your mind in the same way. So all of these, I must not do this, it's bad for me. This whole thing is bad for me. What that does is that elevates the experience, and then that fills our mind. Okay. So what we've got is a set of meditations and meditation practices. And I'll just tell you, some high level areas where you can get some relief from the stress. One is, I'm going to bed at night. One of the things I'll do is that I'll reduce my stress level with breathing practices. So there's a variety of different practices that I teach, and there's one specific one that I do. I teach this in the course, and what it does is it reduces your heart rate. That's important because your heart rate has to go down to get to sleep, and that's an indication of low stress, and it puts you in the state where you're more likely to get to sleep. Then we've got the other area, which is yoga nidra, and yoga nidra is the meditative exploration of the entire process of sleep. So it actually includes sleeping itself, as well as a thing called the hypnagogic state, which is that dreamy place that you go into. So I teach a number of meditations that initiate that hypnagogic state. And when we practice meditation, one of the things that we do is we practice the experience of finding our way into the hypnagogic state and staying there, not waking up and not going to sleep. And that experience, hypnagogic state for about 15 minutes, it's the equivalent of a 90-minute power nap. It completely changes everything, changes the game. So when you have that, the pressure on you to get your 8 hours really diminishes. So there's a bit of insight into the sort of thing that you learn on the sleep course. Now, in addition to that, I also update you with all of the latest information and science and the cutting edge awareness of what sleep is. I'll explain to you the history of sleep. I'll explain to you how we're not really designed to sleep 8 hours a night. We're designed to sleep in little chunks of 90 minutes whenever we're tired. So that's what the physical blueprint is designed for. And then here we are in the modern world, and we're trying to fit in with this economy that so everybody works during the day and they go to sleep at night. And that's a very stressful thing, trying to impose that on an animal which is designed to sleep when it's tired. You know, try and get your cat to stay awake when you're awake and go to sleep when you go to sleep. It's not going to take very kindly to it. Okay, so that's just to give you a broad outline, a little bit of insight into sleep and the sleep course. And check online to see when the next one is and come along. It's something that I'm actually getting an awful lot of approval from, and I've got people doing it 2 or 3 times, so it must be something worth getting from it. And there's 100% money back guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, let me know and I'll give you your money back. That has yet to happen, and I've been running this for a couple of years now. So hopefully see you on the sleep course. Not necessarily just those people who are insomniacs, but anybody that needs to recover more energy and be sharper and have a clearer mind and less brain fog and be able to focus better. That's the Sleep, Rest and Energy course. Thanks for listening.